Hey everybody, what's going on out there? This is Z-Dog, and today is the last day on the calendar. This is the day we choose that dragon. Now, I've pretty well gotten all the dragons that I went after, but there are a few in there yet still that I want to obtain. Turn that music down just a smidge. Alright. So, let us go in. Let's take a look. See what we got. Time to open up. Alright, so I have been working so hard for a couple of these, and I know they're right off the bat. There are 3 dragons there that I've been wanting for a long time. Especially the armored dragon. Oh my goodness, I've been wanting the armored dragon forever. I have, for real. Sorry about that, I had to get a drink of water. So, we have the Arcane Dragon. Now, the Arcane Dragon seems to be a very popular dragon this season. There's been a few dragons that I've been trying to breed, but it said that I needed the Arcane. Well, I didn't have the Arcane. The Armament Dragon, I've been, for about a week now, been trying to breed that in the Rift. I've been trying to breed that in the main park, and I have not gotten that yet. That's really, really weird. Now, the Aubergine Dragon, very, very interesting. This comes from the Berry Dragon, I do believe, and it's an evolved Berry Dragon. So that's a really good dragon to have. Now, I actually have this. The Aurora Dragon is a very common dragon. I get that almost all the time. So, I don't really need that. But maybe one of you guys out there does. The Autumn Dragon has been available off and on for the last couple months. I do believe we just had the last call on that about a week ago, I think. So it is a seasonal dragon, very nice dragon. Bastion. Now I just did a video on how to get Bastion. I haven't got Bastion yet. Working very hard. That's a good dragon to get. The Berry Dragon, I got 3 of these. 2 in the Rift, 1 in the main park. The Berry Dragon is a very cool looking dragon. I'd recommend that one for anybody that's wanting something different. Check out my video on how to get the Berry Dragon, and check out my video on how to evolve the Berry Dragon into the Aubergine Dragon. There is quite a bit of stuff to do there. Binky. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I've not sought after this dragon. However, it is a dream dragon, which is probably should have been one of my coveted dragons, because you know me, I love going after dragons that there's very few of. If there's a limited edition to them, I want them. That's a good one. And Blateto, in my juvenile park, I was able to get this dragon using the Guess the Dragon game. Yeah, I got it as an egg, so that's really cool. The Blue Moon. Now check out my video on how to get that. That's cool to have. Bog Dragon. I'm pretty sure that I did a video on how to get the Bog Dragon. And if you're curious what's on his back, it's a blue mushroom, yeah. Bog Berry. It's another type of berry dragon. That would be alright to have. I'm surprised that I got that. I don't remember getting it, really. Then we got the Bounteous Dragon. That's pretty cool. Almost looks like the Plateto Dragon, almost. Brazoni. I have tried to get this dragon. It's not an easy dragon to get, even using the formula. I don't know. Bushwhack Dragon. That's a good one. I think that's actually kind of neat looking. Like he all tangled up in the bush weeds. Kind of looks like he's ready to be flown too, doesn't he? Is that the bridle? That is a dark dragon, so that would probably be nice to have. See, there's a few in here. There is. What? They brought back the construction as a choice. Alright, Carnival Dragon. You need to check out my video on how to get the Carnival Dragon. Yeah. That's pretty neat. I wasn't actually expecting them to put that as a choice. I've tried to get this dragon a couple times. I was unsuccessful. Construct. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, so I don't know what made them think that this was a country dragon. Now look at this, Louisiana. That's hilarious. It really is. Downright. Now it's got a music melody on it, so but I don't know, man. I'm a little bit insulted, really. I'm country and I don't look like that. That's funny. The Cumberpatch. I think I did a video on that, on how to get the old Cumberpatch. If you don't look closely, you might miss the Cumberpatch. So there's a neat one. That's hidden. That could be a good one to have. What we got here? Curly Leaf. It's a hidden, plus it's also a seasonal dragon, which I never really knew that was a seasonal dragon. I knew it was a hidden, but I guess I need to pay more attention to that one. Dark Owl. So check out my video on how to get the Dark Owl dragon. You know, when I first read that, the very first time I ever seen that, I was like, what do you mean a dark cow? Yeah, I literally thought that was saying that. I mean, a dark cow? I think it's a pretty dragon. I don't know. I like the tips of it. It reminds me of turquoise on rocks. Turquoise that is attached to rocks. I've always thought that was a really pretty style. So I mean, it's really cool looking. I think so. That would be a nice dragon. Fully grown, it's not bad either. Now, I did want this dragon. Now, I know somebody's already got it. We talked about that in the last video I made when we was going through people's parks. Somebody had it, and it was fully grown. I think it looks like a dark forest cake. I really do. And I really want it. That's probably, so far, out of all the ones that I've been seeing, other than the armored dragon, I really want. So I got two to really be conflicted about so far. Dark matter. Oh man, I'm surprised I don't have that. That's weird. All right. So it is a rainbow dragon. Not sure. I haven't seen one of these yet fully growing, so I don't know what makes it a rainbow. It could be the blue, and it could be the dark red on the tail that makes that. And it is a moon. I have tried to breed it. I do remember doing that this month, and I did not do well. Now, for some reason, I kept getting rainbow dragons and an aurora dragon. I don't know. The games sometimes that just don't like me, you know. Oh, we got the Darkwing. I think I did a video on that. I'm not sure. Now, remember, I've done like 1,300 videos. That's kind of hard to say. But I've also deleted a bunch of videos too, guys. Last year I deleted a whole bunch. I may have done some of these, and then yeah. So I'm gonna have to go back and check. It takes me a long time to check these dragons out because I have to manually scroll through every video. I can't just type it in on my YouTube channel and find it. I wish it could do that. Oh my goodness. I wish I could just do that. Like, oh yeah, let's just see this. It doesn't work that way. I have to manually go through it, like flipping through the pages of a book. Imagine that. That's a lot. Dash. Now, I have the Dash Dragon, and he's all suited up in one of those outfits. I finally got all the costumes for it. There's 2 sets. It's a very nice dragon to have. It's kind of cool. It reminds me of the Velociraptor. Yeah, old Velociraptor. The Devonese dragon. There you go. It's a big dragon. The Dawn Dragon. And I know a few of you guys out there want the Dawn Dragon. Dawn, da da dawn, dawn. Sun Moon. Dawnbringer. Now, it's a really cool looking dragon. I'm surprised with the name, though, that it ain't more of a sun or a moon dragon. But this is an Olympus, so this is really nice to have. And it's real pretty with the wings. Actually, whenever it's bigger, it's got some really pretty wings on it. Diggy. Alright, so this is a mole dragon. Actually, a very cool looking mole dragon. Kind of weird. It looks like it has worms on its face where the mouth is at. But in reality, those are feeling tentacles. Kind of like whiskers almost, but they're not. And they search for earthworms under the ground with that. And yeah, they just slurp it up like we slurp up spaghetti noodles. Woo! That's actually a really cool looking dragon. That is one that I have been wanting. I need to probably make a video on that. Dusk. Another moon and sun dragon. I think I did a video on this. Now, I don't really know, guys. Elysium. I don't know. It's Olympus and it's a dream. It looks like a giant cloud. That's what it looks like. Now, where the gold came from, I'm guessing that made it the Olympus. The cloud part would probably be the dream. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we have the... I don't know what that is, guys. Is that the... Is that a fairy? Fair dragon? Let me see here. Fair. How do this fair dragon? I'm guessing it's fair. Not fairy. That's not how you spell fairy. I'm not for sure, guys. I'm thinking it's fair. Or fire. I don't know. Anyways, interesting dragon. I don't remember getting it, but hey. The Fates dragon. I did a video on how to get the Fates dragon. Yes, I've always recommended to get your dragons that are trips. Now, there's a handful of them over there on the Olympus. There's the dogs, the three-headed dog, and then there's a couple of others. We also have the silver, gold, and platinum, copper. I think maybe it's copper. We have the snowy, and then we have the regular. So yeah, there's always got trips, and I always like to put them all in their own habitat to separate them. But I mean, you can do it however you want. But it's pretty cool looking dragon. It's kind of, I don't know, kind of creepy. And they may come back out with this in October because it is sort of a Halloweeny type of dragon. So now I want you guys to get yourself all hyped up. I mean, pile yourself full of sugar, caffeine, and everything. Because when Halloween starts in the Vale, it is going to be a big event. What else we got? We got the Feast Dragon. This is a nice dragon to have. It is a fall timing dragon, to be honest with you. It has all the fall color on it. Fireflight, sorry. That is like a hot air balloon, so that is really neat to have. There's another dragon I just couldn't breed. As much as I tried to do, I just could not get it. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but maybe I need to try that again. Fluffles! Okay, so air, light, cold. I don't know. It poofs out a little bit as it gets bigger. I always thought it looked like some cotton candy just laying there in pieces. Famar. Seasonal dragon. It says I have it, but I don't remember getting it. Oh, yeah, I know which one that one is now. I do. I know which one that is. Check out my seasonal habitats on the seasonal island that I have made, and it's right there. That's Fugo. Kind of a small dragon, if you don't... Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? You think that's a small dragon? It's really cartoony. Very cartoony. It is a fire dragon, most of all. I can see that. I don't know that it would be a light too much because, I mean, it can go anywhere, I guess. It's just wherever it's assigned. I've not seen one of these yet. I'm not familiar with this one. It's interesting, though. And then we got the gargoyle. Yes, the gargoyles. That's a good choice. We got the gourd dragon, which is a fall time dragon. We might end up seeing the gourd dragon again during the Halloween season. Maybe, just because if they don't do a harvest season, then we may see this in the Halloween season. Sometimes they mix the events. The Gryphus. Or it could be the Griffiths. It's Gryffindor! Yeah, that's what it is, the Griffiths. Interesting. I didn't even know that was available for, you know. Alright, we got the Harvest Dragon now. That's a fall time. We are right now doing a fall time, so this could come back out. You never know. Harvest Moon, so that's pretty interesting. So, and you need the Moon Dragon and the Harvest Dragon to really bring the Harvest Moon out. Honey Brew. What? I thought I had that. Well, there's another dragon that I'm conflicted about getting. So Honey Brew, that'll be a nice dragon to get. Now we're coming into a lot of these others that I don't have, so interesting stuff. The Huddle Dragon. I don't know that dragon. I don't remember ever seeing it, really. Invento. Now, I do know about this dragon. I just haven't ever gotten it. I think it's going to be a big dragon. I can't remember. The Jester Dragon. Whenever I first started playing Dragonville years ago, I got the Jester Dragon. It was one of the first dragons that I got. And I think it was gifted to me as an egg. That's a cool one. Now I got 3 of them. 4 of them. Jump, pip, plop. Pip, plop. Jump, pip, plop. This is fun to say. The Carrot Dragon. I remember getting this last year. I do. I didn't know what it was. Alright, the Kuiper Dragon. Interesting. It is sort of a swampy looking thing. We could see this again during the Halloween season. Could. I'm not saying we will. That's interesting. I mean, who wants to walk through a swampy area and run into one of those? The King's Stone, very interesting dragon. I know there was a lot of dragons I could have covered, but I have just been so busy, guys. I am so sorry. So, we could get that. Now, whenever it's fully grown, it has King Arthur's sword in it. And the reason why King Arthur couldn't pull the sword out is because the freaking rock kept getting up and walking away. Now, wouldn't that just make things difficult? Croaky. Croaky? Yeah, Croaky. Legato. Looks like a bunch of melted ice cream. The Leaf Dragon. Now, we just showed you a whole bunch of these down there on one of my giant highlands. I got 2 of them. I got one that looks like it's on fire. Really cool looking. The Light Matter. Check out my video on how to get this dragon. I know I've done that one. Live Lock. Check out my video on how to get the Live Lock dragon. That's a pretty cool looking dragon. It's just melted into the ice. The Love Dragon. Check out my video on how to get the Love Dragon. That'll be a good dragon to have. It's very popular during Valentine. Very, very popular. I don't know why. Lunas. Now, I think I did a video on how to get this. That is a Galaxy Dragon, so that'll be one to get. You definitely might want to get that one. Lunk. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not what I want to do. There we go. It wouldn't do it. Alright, so, I don't know. And I have not seen Sorry, that was a yawn. I have not seen this dragon anywhere. I'm sure there's a few of you out there that got this, so that might be interesting to have. It's a lightning light cold. Should be pretty simple to breed. Magnolia. Now, that is a seasonal dragon, and if I'm remembering correctly, it's a very pretty dragon too. I'm gonna have to go back down and check that out. The Magento dragon. I remember them coming out with that. I like the blues. I really do. I think the blue icy flame makes it look really neat. The Maze dragon. Man. I don't know. I've seen it fully grown, and I know that the head looks like treetops, but I don't know what makes it a maze. I really don't. Midday. Check out my video on how to get the midday dragon. That'll be a good one to have for being sun. Midnight. Check out my video on how to get the midnight dragon. It's a moon. That'll be alright. Moon and sun. Moon and sun. Get that moon and sun going on. Moonstruck. I got video on that one too. Really simple to get. It takes a few minutes. Sometimes you get lucky and get right away. I really think the wings on that Moonstruck is really pretty, though. I'm on now. There it is. The Marionette. Yeah, the Marionette. The Moriante? I have no idea. Moriante. Because that E is weird. Moriante. Yeah. And we'll stick with that. I think I did a video on how to get that. Morphomagus. Yeah. That's a lot to say, believe it or not. Morphomagus. It's a kind of a big dragon. If you look at the dragons that are hidden, some of them are actually quite big. Almost as big as the monolith dragon. Muse dragon. That's another one of those trip dragons that would be great on the Olympus. Alright, so Mushri. I do highly recommend Mushri. I really do. Once it's fully grown, you see all these mushrooms all over its body. And it's just a really cool looking dragon. It really is. And, oh shoot, what in the world? Sorry. That was not meant to be. But he really does fit in. I don't know so much about the dark, but he does fit in with the water, plant, and light for sure. He really does. He would probably even fit in on Earth if they would have put that on there. I mean, just because of the content mushrooms, you know. So, I mean, but yeah, it is a really cool looking dragon. I was really excited when I got it. I don't even remember how I got it. I think I was breeding it. That the neurotic dragon, I did make a video on that. That's actually kind of an interesting dragon. The Night Bloom, I did a video on how to get that. It's sort of a really dark dragon, more than it is moon and plant. I have mine set, I believe, in my dark habitats. Nightmare. Now, it is a dream dragon, so I would recommend trying to get that as well. Yes, I did a video. Alright, now we have a Rift Nemu. I think that's how you say it. I love it. I just love it. Yeah, I la. It's got that lightning, you know, flashing in the background of it. It's really cool looking. Since I got it, I don't remember getting it. We got Ostrix Dragon. He got himself a bone. He's all happy and excited. Kind of like a dragon dog. Outrider. I did a video on that. Paper Dragon. This dragon is kind of confusing, I know, but it's a paper kite dragon. Almost, yeah, almost like that. The kite dragon is a paper dragon as well. That'd be a neat one to have. I do like the big B that they got on there. Now, I don't know what that actually stands for, but it is pretty cool looking. We got the Pharaoh Dragon. Yeah, I know some of you have been trying to get the Pharaoh. We got the Pickle Leaf. I'm pretty sure I did a video on how to get this. I always tell people, go to the Rift. Build your Rift up. Breed in the Rift. You get a lot of your main park dragons that way. Alright, so the Armored Dragon. Looks just like this. So my curiosity is, does it take the Armored Dragon to actually get this? I don't remember. The Plate Dragon. Because he's plated. Interesting. I got the Pollinizer. Pretty sure I did a video on how to get the Pollinizer. Ponky Pong. I'm pretty sure I did a video on how to get that one. Ponky Pong. They kind of jump on top of each other. The Poke Dragon. It is pretty neat. It's a pretty dragon. Got those big old blue eyes. Come on now, look at it. He said, "Don't you want me?" The Prestige Dragon. Now, I could breed the Prestige Dragon just about all day long. Not even have to try. It is kind of weird that I get this a lot in the Rift. But with Rift Element only. Yeah, that's I really want it for the main park, though. I've had this dragon. I think I deleted it. That's why I don't have it. I was trying to make room. And they got a lot of dragons in here. The Pristina dragon. Uh-oh. This is neat. A prism dragon. Not the prison. Prism. He's like, what'd I get locked up for? It's a rainbow. Very nice dragon. Could probably breed that non-stop. Professor. Yeah. There's a dragon that I think a lot of you guys already have. I think I did a video on how to get Professor. That'd be a good one to have. The Psyche dragon. Now, I have finally gotten almost all of the costumes for this. So if it looks weird when you're visiting my park, for those of you that are on my friends list, it's because I have it dressed up in its costume. Puffles. Sorry, Puffles. So there is a yak that lives in the coldest region of the Arctic. It's on an island. I don't know where they brought him over from, but they do live over there, and it's sort of a tough animal. It lives on very little. It's a very durable animal. That's a cool looking thing right there. The Quantum. I'm pretty sure I did a video on how to get the Quantum dragon. I don't know, it's kind of a weird looking dragon. It's just, that's weird. I don't know if it's the shape of the face and the head that kind of makes it weird. It almost doesn't look right. It's weird. But we like weird, don't we? Alright, the Riptide. Now I've got this dragon fully equipped with its new costume. Be a good one to have. The Rose Dragon as well. I did one video on that. The Scribe. What? How do I not have that? Alright. I was real sure that I had that. So, that would be a good one to have. It's a bulky dragon, too. A real bulky dragon. The Scryer dragon. That is a Halloweeny type dragon. Looks like we may end up having a few more of these. Guys, there's just all these dragons still. The Seasonal Dragon, the Seed Dragon, the Serenity. All of these I've done videos for. The Shield Dragon. Smidgy. I did a video on how to get Smidgy. I don't know why it's named that. The Soul Dragon. It's kind of weird though. I think I got it during one of the winter seasons. Sparkles. That is a big dragon. When it gets bigger, growing up and everything, it kind of poofs out a little bit. The Sprout Dragon, a very common dragon. There you go. The Squash Dragon. There's a fall time. That's a squish. Sorry. It's kind of a turtle. Kind of like a turtle. The Stage Dragon. He's the greatest showman. The greatest show dragon. Yeah. Sandstone. That goes along with the Gargoyle Dragon very well. Matter of fact, if you guys didn't know it, we have statues that represent both the Gargoyle and the Sandstone Dragon. Starwing Dragon, Stella. Very blue. Very, very blue. Got the Sun Dragon for the Rift. This is with the air. Isn't that nice? The horns are what change, and the nails. Sunscorch. I was pretty sure I had that. There's quite a few here, guys. They got a lot in here. The Tozanite Dragon. Tozinti. I don't know, guys. Tozin. Yeah, maybe it's Tozinte. I have no idea. Some of these words are just really complicated. I mean, why don't they just come out with something like, hey, it's a stick dragon? I can figure that one out. The Tranquil Dragon. I did a video on that one. It's really interesting. It really is. I have found crystals that look just like this. It's one reason why it's kind of catchy to the eye. The Trick Dragon. You'll see this again during the Halloween season. The Trick Dragon. Tremera. This is a very interesting looking dragon. Tremera. The Undal Dragon. It's kind of weird. How would you like to walk around with your brother or sister connected to you like that? That would be weird, wouldn't it? I know that there's people out there that have this condition, though. Vanguard. I got two of those. Oh, yeah. I just got that in the Rift last week. That's right. I forgot about that. Wasn't even trying. Yeah. Vidalia. Or Vidali. Vidalia. Vidali. I don't know. Vidale. Vidalia. The Vidalia? It is a rift, by the way. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? All of the wings is crystallized metal. Yeah, it's kind of... Yeah, I really don't like the metal. It looks more crystal. It really does. metallic crystal. So, a little science project for you guys. For real. If you take a penny and you put it in a little saucer, you pour vinegar in the saucer, and you take salt and you put that in there, and you mix it up so the salt is all broken up, and you let it sit in a windowsill for about a week, it will develop crystals the color of copper or even green. For real. Yeah, I used to do this all the time when I was a kid. It was really cool. Really fun to do. And then, of course, we have the water walker. That is more of a giraffe. For real, it is a really cool looking dragon. I have it myself. So, the question is, out of all these dragons, which they have some dragons that I want, for real, what is going to be your dragon of choice this season? Now, mind you, we still have about 6 days to go. This whole event ends October 6th, so we got a little bit of time that we can still gather up some stuff. But what's going to be your dragon of choice? And I'm not for sure, guys. I really am not. I know there's been a few dragons that I really wanted. I really want Diggy. There's all these dragons right here I've been wanting too. The Huddle Dragon. Good night. The Jester Dragon. You know what? That one and the King's Stone, man. Oh my goodness. I'm really conflicted. I really am, man. There's just so many here. Please, Dragonvale, let me choose more than one. You don't love me no more, Dragonvale. I think I'm mixed between the Jester and the Kingstone now. The Armor Dragon. I don't know, guys. I think we're going to go with Jester. Oh, man, I did it. Alright, so what is going to be your dragon, guys? That is the question, for real. $11? You know, I think I could probably open that up. Maybe. I don't know. All I need to do... Well, I guess I can't open it up right now. I thought I had more gems than that, but I guess not. Alright, well, so get in there, guys. Try to see what dragons are there. And a lot of those, we still got 6 days. You might get lucky if you look at my videos on a few of those. You may actually end up getting a few of those dragons into breeding. Hey guys, I'm Z-Dog. If you would, please like, subscribe, hit that notification, and maybe leave a comment section, and let me know, what dragon did you choose?